From the outside looking in, it's fascinating. But is that what I am now? An outsider.
Tiwa, please never try this again. Hey guys, it's your girl Okwe and welcome to the All Shows Nigerian channel where I review Nollywood movies, series and reality TV shows. Today I will be reviewing one of the latest Prime Video movies titled Water and Garri, starring the popular musician or artist known as Tiwasavage, and also produced by her as well. So this was definitely again a movie that had a lot of buzz because of the personality that was behind it. I don't think we've ever seen Tiwa Savage in a movie. This is probably her first debut in the Nollywood scene, so I feel like a lot of Nigerians, including myself, were very excited to give this movie a try, considering again she's a very phenomenal artist and everything in the music space. Like she's one of the most well known Nigerian artists or African artists like in the entire world. So that's really that already is like a brand on its own with her. So it was really nice to see that she was making her own movie and everything. But after watching this movie, I do have a couple of things I have to say, and some of my views or whatever, or my thoughts or critique regarding this movie Water and Garri may not sit with with some of you guys. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully we resonate in the same frequency and wavelength on how we viewed this movie and what our thought process was regarding this movie from the beginning to the end. If you're a new subscriber or a new viewer, hello. Welcome to the channel. My name is Okwe, like I said, and this is the All Shows Nigerian channel. If you enjoy what you listen to or what you see, please don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to the channel as well at the end of this video, and also turn on your post notifications so you get notified every single time I post a new video. And if you're a returning viewer, a returning subscriber, you already know the vibes. Thank you so much for supporting me and always watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Also, don't forget to leave a comment regarding anything you have to say regarding this movie and your own thought processes. And yeah, don't forget to like the video as well. And if you have not subscribed and you have been returning, come on now. We should have already developed to that level where we are subscribed. So please make yourself a subscriber. And yeah, let's get into the nitty-gritty of this review. So there will be four criteria I'll be basing my review on. That will be the cast performance, the movie creativity, originality, positive things I liked about this movie, and negative things I did not like about this movie. And then in the end, I'll give my overall thoughts and my final ratings of what I thought in general about this movie and what I would rate it in general. So in terms of cast performance, the major casts of this movie were Tiwa Savage, like I said, who is also the executive producer of this movie, Mike Afolarin and Jemima Osunde. And then there were other characters or like casts in this movie, but they're not really popular. But these are the main three cast members that I would say are well known. Not gonna lie, all the cast flopped in this movie, like no direction, nothing. Yeah, very basic acting in this movie. Considering these are very, at least Mike Afolarin and Jemima Osunde are very well known actors and actresses in the filming industry. So I feel like I was a little bit underwhelmed with their performance, and honestly that could also be because of the storyline being weak. And like I always say, there's only so much that a cast or a good cast can do to make up for a horrible plot or storyline. But yeah, overall their acting skills or their acting in general in this movie was just not it, and I really was expecting to see better if I am being honest. In terms of movie creativity or originality, the storyline as a whole, to be honest, like I said, was extremely weak and lacked depth, vision, and some level of creativity. One thing I did love though about this movie was the beginning scenes of the movie. One thing I feel like I've come to realize to myself is that I love a movie that somewhat has a reasonably slow progression in the beginning, kind of like when you eat an appetizer before the main meal. I feel like this definitely gave that at the beginning, and that made me eager to watch the whole plot begin to unfold in the beginning. Emphasis on that. I did also love the unique approach of like the narrative and storytelling type of concept that this movie took on. It was a very creative concept, in my opinion, as we don't see much of this form of narration or, concept or whatever, like storytelling in our movies in general, where the narration is incorporated into the movie in such a and plays a huge part in it throughout the entire duration of the movie. But however, I feel like Tiwa's narration felt very flat. It was very lifeless and honestly very monotonous. It just didn't have any emotions to it. I feel like she didn't put enough emotions to like the narrations and all that. And literally, it felt like she was reading a script, which she probably was. But us, the viewers, did not need to like think that or feel that. You're supposed to embody the narration so that we also are tied into this like narrative flow of what you're trying to like achieve with the narration, if that makes sense. But I just feel like her narrating the movie just felt it just felt very flat. It just felt very lifeless, and it just felt like somebody was just reading a script, which is not how a narration is supposed to go. Positive things I loved about this movie. I love that this movie was not too long. Yeah, that's probably for that to just be my positive. You already know that this movie was just not it. I believe that the length of this movie was just right, and it's just like the average length of a movie. I think it was less than 90 minutes. And I honestly believe that if a movie is supposed to be 2 hours plus long,
It has to eat.
like the storyline has to eat and leave no crumbs, literally. So I'm so happy that obviously, like I said, this movie had a very weak concept. Therefore, the length of the movie was not that long. So I appreciated that they respected us with that. They did not give us 2 hours length of rubbish. And yeah, that was definitely good. Negative things I did not like about this movie. I feel like as the movie progressed, it fell off the rails entirely on its plot. And I was honestly left confused as to what the main reason for her coming home really was. Because in the beginning, it kind of felt like she was coming back home to be some sort of support to her friend Stephanie during a tragic what's it called loss or that she had and everything. But when she came to East Side or whatever they call the place, it just felt like we barely saw her with her friend. She was always either on her own doing whatever, having these like what's it called flashbacks or these like memories, or she was with her boyfriend or her childhood lover. So it's like, did you come home to show your friend support, or did you come home to rekindle your old flame with your old lover? I feel like that just didn't make sense, and we the viewer just got lost in the plot because the main purpose of what she was supposed to have come home for, we didn't even see her do anything regarding that. We didn't see her in a funeral. We didn't see her, in a gravesite. We didn't see her anywhere to like coordinate or like correlate with what the movie initially stated as the purpose of her going back to East Side. So I just feel like that didn't make sense, and the movie kind of lost its direction moving forward from then onwards. I feel like even after I decided to accept that this movie had was going to leave me completely perplexed and confused for the entire like duration left, it then proceeded to end in such a stupid and lackluster way that even the movie name, in my opinion, did not correlate and did not make sense or tie into any way, shape, or form to the plot of what they were trying to like give us. And I just came to the sad conclusion that this was yet another Nigerian movie that wasted my precious time, 90 minutes, almost 90 minutes of my precious time, to be honest. And my last words, honestly, would just be Tiwa Savage, we love you, but please stick to your niche. Never try this again. I beg you in the name of God. Tiwa, please never try this again. Never try it again. I beg of you. Not all musicians need to be actors, and not all actors need to become musicians. That's just where I'm going to leave that in respectfully. Yeah. And also, is it just me, or was Stephanie daft in some way? Because why would you be announcing to the entire like town or whatever that your friend from America is around? That just didn't make sense to me, because it felt like she was begging for her friend to be kidnapped, literally. You already know how they already made it very clear like how dangerous this east side was, and it just didn't make sense how she was publicizing her friend's arrival and like screaming and telling everybody, "Oh, my friend from America is around." Like, what, girl? What are you doing? That's not realistic, in my opinion, because we know how hush hush Nigerians are regarding this type of things. And even if they say, oh, okay, it's excitement or whatever, she was being excited, what kind of excitement is that? In my opinion, that's just stupidity. And I was honestly just so pissed, especially since they already, like I said, in multiple occasions expressed to us how dangerous and how notorious East Side was for different crimes and whatever, and all the crime rates. So I guess in reality, there are people like that who literally just, talk anyhow without actually thinking. That's my, I guess, my only explanation to why she did that. That just didn't make sense to me. Another thing that was very funny to me was I did not understand the kind of Ajebota looking guys that they came to cast for the touts and the street boys in this movie. I'm sorry, but their roles were not convincing enough and they were all giving anything but street dogs, to be honest. It was just a mess. This is a movie that is tied around the street life and, tout life or whatever, and like the hustle of the streets, but like every character that was supposed to embody that flopped, in my opinion. It was such an embarrassment, it was such a disgrace, and that just pissed me off. Totally unacceptable. Again, like I said, considering the theme and the main plot of this movie was focused around that kind of what's it called? That kind of like hustle and everything. It just didn't make sense to me that they didn't at least get quality actors or like make it kind of convincing in a way with the kind of people that they picked. I was very shocked with even Mike Afolarin's role in this movie. I feel like he didn't give his best. We've seen him in different other movies where he has excelled exceptionally in his roles, and this one I just feel like it fell flat. I don't really know why, but yeah, that's just my opinion. Overall, I would be rating this movie a solid 3.5 out of 10. That is the highest I can give this movie. Did I love this movie? I guess in the beginning I did, but as it progressed, I just felt like it fell off the rails and lost its vision. Would I recommend this movie? Yeah. If you have nothing to do and just want to while away like 90 minutes of your time, absolutely. Or if you want to play something in the background while you're actually doing something that makes sense and is actually productive. But that's all I have to say about this movie. I'm so sorry that this is not a really positive movie. I was honestly very underwhelmed and very irritated once I finished this movie, and literally I hopped onto my mic and said I have to record this while my emotions are still fresh. So sorry if I'm coming off a bit unhinged and annoyed. That's truly how I feel about this movie in this moment right now, and I would definitely love to hear what you guys think about it as well. Please leave a comment down below, and yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in my next one. Like I said in the beginning of this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and please subscribe. And I'll see you in my next one. We're on our road to 300 subscribers. Again, please, please, please support your girl. And yes, for the last time, I hope to see you guys in my next one. Take care and bye.